You should not buy a home on land in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas, if a whole bunch of things. This is not for everyone. Most people don't want to mow the grass. They don't want to deal with the neighbors. They don't want to pay the taxes. They don't want to deal with the potential neighbors' animals, neighbors' equipment, and all those things. And there's a lot more to that. I'll go into it more as we make our way through the video. Now, I need to confess up front, I love living on land, and I love helping buyers and sellers in Dallas-Fort Worth buy and sell homes on land. So I am biased, but there are legitimate reasons that you would not want to do that. Number one, the cost, right? The cost of living in a home on land in the Dallas-Fort Worth area is higher than it's ever been. Now, the pace of growth right now, as of the filming of this video, there's a little bit of a sweet spot of opportunity where the price is not rising as fast as it has been for most of the last 25 years. But it is still rising, and I believe it will go back to rising at a rapid rate. But one of the negatives, one of the reasons you might not want to do that is it is obviously going to cost more than living in the same house with less land. That sounds logical, but cost is one of the reasons you might not buy a home on land in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. Another one of the reasons is maintenance. Now, I mentioned earlier lawn care and some stuff like that, but you might not want to mow the lawn. You might not want to deal with more fencing. You might not want to deal with access on and off your property with other neighbors. You might not want to deal with things like water wells and septic tanks. Now, not all homes on land have those issues, but lots of them do. So those are a lot of reasons that you might not want to buy a home on land in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. Another reason is maybe you want to buy a home on land in some other place. And if that's the case, contact us below. We'll connect you with a great real estate professional that specializes in this in cities all across North America. But specific to Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas, another reason you might not want to buy a home on land is typically, not always, the homes that have land are further out. So if your life or your job or your church or your social circle is really connected in town, like in the heart of Dallas or the heart of Fort Worth, you're going to have a little bit drive to most of the places where there is land. Not all of them. Actually, the property behind me right now is pretty close in town, still in Dallas County, which means, you're kind of in the inner ring for the most part. That's not true of most properties on land. Most of them are on the edges in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. That might look like Wiley or Parker or Benbrook or Aledo or Justin or Melissa or DeSoto or areas on the outer lying ring. Now, some of those are still 30 to 45 minutes, maybe within an hour of downtown. And for a lot of people, that commute is worth the trade-off. But if being on the outer edge is not ideal for you and money is an object, money is a limiting factor, then maybe that's a reason you wouldn't do it. Again, I am for this. I am pro homes on land. So there are properties closer in, they just tend to cost more or have more trade-offs. So one other reason I can think of that a home on land just might be an absolute no for you is if you don't like that lifestyle. If you're more of an urban living type of girl or type of guy where you want to walk out your door and walk to a restaurant, walk out your door and go to a professional sporting event or a theater event or something like that. Vast majority of properties in Dallas-Fort Worth that have more than half an acre are not going to be in those densely urban oriented areas where you're near the arts, you're walkable to restaurants, you have tons of parking and massive amounts of retail nearby. Now, there are exceptions to that, but again, that is one of the reasons you might not want to buy a home on land in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Now, if there are other reasons that you're just angry that I didn't say, drop those in the comments. Let us know why it wouldn't be a fit for you. And if you have questions about why you would or would not buy a home on land in any one part of Dallas-Fort Worth, let us know in the comments. We do have other videos about those other specific areas all over the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex on our channels, as well as in our email campaigns and things like that. So let me know in the comments where you agree, where you would disagree, where you would like to buy a home on land. We can answer your questions there. We can jump on a phone call, or maybe we'll shoot another video for you, or maybe we'll shoot another video with you. Let us know in the comments if you're thinking about buying or selling or investing in a home on land in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Give us a call. We'd love to jump on a call or a Zoom or have you in the office and help you with that. I'll see you on the next video.